I'm Jeanne Fiorini. Thanks for joining the Tarot Tips series. Thanks for being here. Want to let you know that we have reached 200 subscribers worldwide and 14,000 views on the total Tarot Tip series. So if you're watching this, you truly are a part of a worldwide community that appreciates and wants to have a greater understanding of the tarot. So thank you for being here and helping the tarot tips to be part of your tarot learning. We are going to talk about some real simple layouts. I thought I would demonstrate a few of the most basic layouts, methods even. I'm not even sure some of them qualify as layouts. They're more methods over the next couple of tarot tips. But before we do that, I would like to remind you that the video tarot class streaming series that's on the TarotWorks website, in honor of the fact that we've reached our 200th subscriber and that the tarot tips are being so well received, I'm going to continue the special offer just for YouTube subscribers for the bargain bundle. The bargain bundle is all 8 of the essential tarot classes that are on the streaming video roster there on the TarotWorks website. The price now is $225, regular price for the bargain bundle. They will be offered to YouTube subscribers only for $199. So these 8 classes, it's a total of about 10 hours of tarot class. It's exactly what you would get if you came in person and had a tarot class with me in my living room. So if this is something that interests you, if you're ready or wanting or being called to go farther swimming into the tarot pool, this would be a great investment in your tarot learning. So keep it in mind. All you do is go to the TarotWorks website, TarotWorks.com, and go to the video tarot class link on the navigation bar. That'll get you to the list of all the classes. You'll have a lot of information there about what each class is about. And if you're interested in that bargain bundle, send me an email, because that's a special offer just for YouTube subscribers, and it's not on the regular menu for general public as far as visiting the TarotWorks website. So that's that little plug. Hope you'll check it out. So yes, simple layouts. If you've been following the tarot tips at all, you know I'm a big fan of a simple layout. So the first one that we're going to look at today is the past, present, future layout. Let me just make a note to you that if you're interested, and if you haven't seen the Celtic Cross reading played out here on the Tarot Tips, those are Tarot Tips number 13 through 16. They are in the archive and you can find those. But for today, we're just going to take a look at the general 3-card layout. So let's go over to the tarot table and see what we see. Okay, here are our trusty tarot cards ready to do their work. Now, even before you get things into the layout, there are lots of different ways to get your cards into the spread, into the pattern that you're going to use to set your intention here for your question. Some people like to divide your deck into 3 piles. Let's say 1, 2, 3, and then read the first card off the top, past, present, future. You might turn your cards upside down. Ooh, Fool, 6 of Cups, 10 of Swords. You might look at the bottom card. My method of preference really is the very technical thing called the smoosh. I just like to smoosh them. I just like to go like this. If I'm drawing cards to put them in the layout, I like to just be able to have the whole deck available to me, use intuition. There's going to be card 1. That's going to be the card of the past. Card of the present, card of the future. We'll take the ones right on the edge here. So, past, present, future. Now, it's a good idea with any layout to set your intention, not just about what the positions mean, and in this case, recent past, current energy, and where I'm likely to be headed. But to think about, all right, I'm going to set a time frame on this. I'm going to say, for me, if I'm taping this video in the middle of September, that this layout would encompass through the end of the calendar year. So where I've been in the recent past, what the current energy is, and what's likely to be going on between now and the end of the year. By this time this video shows, it'll be, you know, probably the middle of October, maybe even the end of October. So some of these things might already be unfolding. So the first thing to do when you're doing any layout, decide how you're going to get your cards into the layout. Second parameter would be to set a time frame around your query. Am I wanting to know before the end of the month? Am I looking at the next couple of months? Am I doing a reading for the next 12 months? What's the deal? So set a time frame on it. So we haven't even turned over cards. If you've been working with tarot, you know things can get complicated pretty quickly. So to work with a very simple layout or method, I think really helps get to some clear advice or guidance information without letting things get too complicated on you. All right, recent past, 9 of Wands. This is a card of perseverance. This is a card of somebody who's been working very, very hard. This, you know, we see a little bit of weariness, but we don't get permission to close up shop. We have 9, we don't get 10. So 9s are numbers of saturation, really being filled with whatever the element is. And there we have the element of Wands, which is the physical energy. So 9 of Wands. Current energy, another 9. 9 of Pentacles. Both of those came up reversed. That's a style issue. I'm not going to use reversed in this particular issue, in this particular example, just to keep things simple. But we've talked about reversed cards in other tarot tips. Present energy, 9 of Pentacles. That does show somebody who's standing pretty confidently where they are. Another 9, very interesting. Out of 78 cards already, we have 2 9s. So there is a sense of confidence there. There's a sense of belief in one's work. There's a sense of identification with what a person does. There's the sense there of hard work having paid off. So we get perseverance and then a sense of accomplishment with this 9 of Pentacles. The element shifts. We move out of Wands into Pentacles, but we still see the 9. What's coming? Emperor. Now, when well, let me just talk about the card and then we'll talk about some of the connections here. What might be coming up? Emperor. Creating something solid, being in charge of your own destiny, feeling, I would say, an amplification of this 9 of Pentacles into a lot more authority. The 9 of Pentacles has confidence and a level of contentment, but the Emperor has power. And so there's that sense of being the master of your destiny there. So when you do a 3-card layout, the first thing to do is to notice what I like to call the pattern of unfoldment. What's the tone? If you were going to make up a story and say, first there was this 9 of Wands and then there was this 9 of Pentacles, and then maybe concluding the story or the next chapter would be the Emperor, what would be the story you would say there, you would tell there? Where are the points where things are similar? Where are the places where things are conflicting or have dissonant kind of energies? Pay attention to that. There are piles of connections within these 3 cards, and can't take up too much time with them, but let me just point out that the Emperor is actually a combination of the fire of the Wand card. We see this red and orange here, that expression of personal will. With the Pentacle, the earthliness, the Emperor takes his will and establishes something in the physical plane. So this Emperor card is an interesting combination of these elements of fire and earth. We do see a movement toward progress there. This is not always the case. Sometimes you see more of a push-pull pattern. With these 3 cards, you might see a few steps forward and then maybe a few steps back, and then maybe a stalling out in other readings. So pay attention to the pace of the thing. What's the general tone? It's always a good idea when you first look at the cards in a layout to throw out just a couple of adjectives. How does this make me feel? What sorts of dynamics do I see going on here? I would look at this and say perseverance pays off, that progress is being made even though it might be slow, that there are going to be physical ramifications for the hard work and energy that's being put in here. So some things to pay attention to when you get your cards out on the table. What is the pattern of unfoldment? What sorts of elements do we see? You might pay attention to what isn't here. I don't see cups and I don't see swords. So to me that would say the thinking and the feeling isn't the part of the problem or part of the solution. That to be making decisions, that's already been done. How do I feel about it? It's not relevant. It's more about doing and accomplishing and seeing the results of your efforts, I would say, with this combination. So like I said, there's piles of information here. We don't have time to go into all the different possible interpretations here. But when you're doing a 3-card layout, the most important thing is paying attention to the tone of the unfoldment, the way that it feels, the way that it hits you, the general themes that seem to be reinforced. Check into what is absent. Again, what is absent is not part of the problem or part of the solution. Always feel free to draw helper cards. If I wanted to, we'll just quickly draw a card. What can help me get to this Emperor card? If I had a card I didn't like there, I might say, well, what can help me positively deal with something that might be challenging? Okay, so always feel free to embellish, add to the layout as it shows up. So I'm going to say here, what can help me access or really make that Emperor card reach its highest fulfillment? I'm going to take this one right on the top. Hermit. Follow your own guidance. Listen to your own inner wisdom. Pay attention to what you know is true. Again, where are these things similar and where are they different? Where is this? Another 9. Look at that. This one's ruled by Virgo, so it's connected pretty strongly to that card. Okay, lots of connections are going to be available in this 3-card layout. Don't feel that because you're only looking at 3 cards, you're not going to get a full picture, because you are. All right, that's it for the 3-card layout. If you have questions, thoughts about this, I'm happy to address them. Please send me an email or just reply to on the YouTube channel and I'll get back to you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.